To the point, informative, entertaining, and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading. And to start something new here on Elfster's Rifles and Reloading, an interview series to give you guys an outside perspective of my own in regards to PSA AKV. Now, if you're new to my channel, check out that playlist area. I have a very in-depth video review series, up to 4 total parts so far, that not only goes over different types of ammunition, but using a suppressor and even taking it out to range, out to 100 yards. Also in the description box below, I'll have a link that has even more information on the Palmetto State Armory AKV. And my goal with this series is to interview a couple people just like yourself, just your average weekend warrior that just enjoys going out to the range and shooting an amazing firearm. But I also interviewed a couple people that actually have their own YouTube channel to boot. So I think this will give you a really solid idea of what to expect from the AKV. So enough of the BS talk, let's get this going. All right, Alan, thanks for coming on the channel, my friend. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Todd. Appreciate you having me on.
Well, thanks so much for joining me, man. This is awesome. You know, my main thing here was for other people to get not just my perspective, but I want them to get your perspective, someone else's perspective other than my own. So I got some speed questions for you here if you got some time.
Let's go with it.
Now, first and foremost, you are on the PSA AKV group, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a great group. Great group.
You've been on there for some time?
Hmm?
You've been on there for some time now?
A couple months. I'm probably a relatively new member.
Do you find it helpful being on there?
Definitely, for sure. I mean, it's a great group. I mean, I'm part of a lot of gun groups, and this is by far the friendliest and most welcoming I'm in. So it's a good group.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I definitely enjoy it myself. So when did you get your AKV? I'm just curious.
Probably about 2 months ago is when I got it. 2 or 3 months, not long at all. So
did you buy it yourself and have it shipped to your FFL, I take it?
So I actually picked it up off another guy. I bought it used, but it's in great shape. He was selling it to fund another project, and it was just, I was looking for one. He was getting rid of one, so it worked out pretty well.
So let's see your AKV. Did you make changes to it, or did you get bone stock, or?
Yeah, I've made several changes from the stock ones. This is my AKV. I'm going to get a good camera angle.
Oh, nice.
So let me get both sides. The differences between the regular stock ones, I have a SIG M4 stock adapter on here, full length stock adapter.
Okay, so something that they usually don't sell, that you did yourself, huh?
Yeah, it's something I did myself. So, and then the SP brakes that came with it. I also have a Midwest rail on here.
Nice. And you put that on?
Hmm?
You put that on yourself?
Yeah.
Did you find it difficult putting that on?
Hmm?
Did you find it difficult putting that on?
No. It's the other guy, he did trim it down, and he had some other furniture and gave it to me. So if he worked with it, I don't know. I think I heard some people like had to trim it down or something, shave something down to put it on.
Yeah.
So I can check it out later and see.
Okay. And then it looks like you put a little handguard 4 in there a little bit.
Yeah. So I have an angle foregrip on here, and then I have a light on here as well, enforced light.
Nice.
So I have this design really for my vehicle, is what I tried designing it around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun. And then I have a Holliston 510 on here.
Well, I've been looking at that. You like that a lot, or?
Yeah, it's a good one. I actually just put it on yesterday for a range trip. I had another Holliston on there. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was that mini red dot style. But for some reason, it stopped adjusting, so I couldn't sight it in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to send it back to Holliston. I think it's a me thing where I let someone borrow it, and I think they just put it through hell. I don't know. Anyways, I have this on my AR-15. I threw it on here, and I just like it a lot on there. I put probably about a 300 or 400 rounds through it yesterday with it on, and it was just a champ the whole time.
Nice. Now I see you changed the charging handle there a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it has the knob on there.
Nice.
Little knob on there. That's great to put on.
So where'd you get that from? I'm just curious.
That's actually the guy I bought it from had it on there. I had another one I bought for one of my old Ks, one of my other AKs. I just bought it from a store around here that stocks those knobs.
Nice.
So
I might have to get one of those myself. Actually, it looks pretty good.
it's a good addition. Yeah.
So
yeah.
otherwise, it's pretty much stock after all those accessories, huh?
Yeah, pretty much triggers the same. I mean, I didn't do anything with the internals.
Yeah.
So apart from that, it's still stock.
And the accuracy has been pretty phenomenal for you?
What?
The accuracy's been pretty phenomenal
Oh
for you?
yeah. Yeah, the accuracy is great.
Yeah.
It's a fun gun to rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's an expensive gun because you blow through ammo, and I've just had people shocked at the range by the groups it has.
Yeah.
I'm just blasting away, and it actually looks like I'm accurate and know what I'm doing, so it's great.
That's awesome.
But no troubles with the accuracy whatsoever. So.
All right, so a couple speed questions here for you, my man.
Yeah, sure.
Now, what do you like the most about the AKV? If you could pick one thing.
I honestly have to say it's looks.
The looks.
Above everything else.
Yeah.
Because it's I'm a huge AK fan. You see an AR-15, and everyone has AR fatigue.
Yeah.
I mean, someone whips out an AR, you're like, oh, it's another AR. It's a 9mm AR. Everyone's seen them, but this is unique. It gets a lot of looks at the range.
Yeah.
It just looks better as well.
It's kind of a heritage thing, isn't it? Like the heritage of the AK.
Yeah. It's kind of got that little a stigma around it. Everyone's seen bank robberies with it and all that other stuff. So I mean, it works out. If I ever have to pull it out for a self-defense situation, I mean, I would trust it, and I guess I'd look cool doing it.
Nice. that would be. Is that actually what you use for your home defense?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I keep it. I keep it beside my nightstand. Also use it while traveling. I actually got it. What really caused me to buy it is I broke down. Hollywood style, 2 a.m, 15 miles away from the nearest exit. It was raining and storming, and I broke down on the side of the road, and I had this really sketchy car pull off in front of me. There's no other cars on this road. Like this is on the way to Miami. There's nothing, and he just sat there for about 40 minutes, and my tow truck came with his caution lights. When he flipped them on, the car pretty much ran for it. And I'm like, nothing happened, but I'm one guy with a pistol, and there's that car in front of me. I don't know what was up with them. And that's really when I decided, I needed more than a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Pistols are great, it was a CZ P09. But what this affords you, this just brings so much more to a fight if you get in one. It's folding stock, so it's a small package. The red dot, and then it's a 35 round magazine, and it's just an extremely solid rifle. So AKs are dependable, so it works out.
Awesome. All right, so next question here. If you could pick one thing you do not like or you'd like to change about the AKV, what would it be?
Oh man. One thing. See, that's a tough question because I seriously like this thing. Probably the one thing I could see being an issue, and I mean, I don't think it is, maybe, is possibly this little retention up here with the muzzle brake. It's kind of off at that weird angle.
Yeah.
Regular AKs, at least in my experience, have been kind of straight 90 degrees up. So, that could theoretically cause some issues with muzzle brakes, but I'm sure it's something you could kind of drill out and make it work.
It is a hard question to answer.
It's a hard question because I absolutely love this rifle. Like I was telling my friends I went shooting with yesterday, this is my best buy and my favorite buy I've made so far. My favorite rifle. It's a blast to shoot and it's just solid. It's perfect.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So I got one last question here for you, my man. And what ammo are you using, and have you run it suppressed yet?
Okay, so ammo I'm using. Okay. A lot of Winchester white box. Some starts with a B. Another kind. I don't remember the brand. I bought like 500 rounds of it and shot through all of it at the range and pulse buy with bulk ammo. The only issue I've had is with aluminum cased ammo. It does not like that. It kind of eats up the case, gets stuck in there. Steel cased, I ran maybe 5 rounds through it just to see, and it worked. That's my next experiment, is to do a full magazine of like tool ammo or something.
Yeah.
But for the most case, I've been doing brass through it. Suppressed, I have shot it suppressed. I was at the range a couple weeks ago, and this guy was there with a Ruger. So we looked at a suppressor. He looked at my AK, and it's a match made in heaven. I was a little paranoid because people always say AK barrels aren't concentric. I'm like, these probably are, since it's American made in Palmetto State. So we threw it on there. I made sure he knew if it breaks, it's not my fault, but it shot great. We put probably about 3 magazines through it. It does amazing. I mean, he was addicted. He's like, I want to buy one. There were a lot of people from the range like, I want to buy one. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's I'm about to start a 4-in-1 suppressor for it in the next couple of weeks. So it's great suppressed. The only issue people will run into if you're planning on like a defensive suppressor build is not a PSA thing. It's just the nature of the design. Is AKs blow back a lot of crud in your face. So that's something to take into account if you ever plan on using a suppressed rifle for whatever defensive use. That is distracting. I didn't think it'd be much, but like 1 magazine, I was just covered in stuff.
I think it's kind of the nature of the blowback system, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the nature of it. It's just the nature of the AK design. So just a heads up.
Well, hey, man, is there anything you want to mention before we head out here?
Well, not much I really want to mention. It's just an extremely solid rifle. It's definitely my favorite I have. It's a great gun. I mean, if anybody's on the fence about getting one, I say get one. It's worth it. It's Palmetto States. They really knocked it out of the ballpark with this one.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks, Alan. I appreciate jumping on the channel. And I'll see you next time, okay, bud?
Sounds good, man. Take care.